Christ's calling on our lives. And there's some biblical bases that are very important. The creation of God's image, that we're equal in Christ and equal responsibility. So that has an impact on how we carry out our faith. Most of our groups were founded through some social movement. It certainly is the case in Methodism, because African Methodists removed themselves from Methodist Episcopal because there was a distinct demonstration of lack of equality. And so when persons of African descent were asked not to pray at the altar, but the persons from European descent had removed themselves, our founders walked out. And I'd like to say it was the same day down the street when the Constitution of the United States was being written, 1787. It took some 26 years for that to happen. Methodism was founded out of that. Almost every group we can think of, and today I was being reminded that there's Catholic, Old Catholic, and Roman Catholic. All of us, however, continue to believe in the tenets of Jesus Christ as Jesus Christ came to represent in flesh what our belief is. For us in the United States, it is the civil rights movement that brought us together around those tenets, as well as persons of other faiths. And so we talk about pluralism. What we find is that valuing each human being is something that goes beyond the specific of Judaism or Islam or the other faiths. We all believe that. The question I raise for those is, have we spent a lot of time concentrating on organizing the groups and not enough time on carrying out the mission? For Christianity in today's world is one where we're absolutely called to carry out the mission. And so whether we go back to women's rights or LGBTQ rights or civil rights, we're called as members of the Christian faith to move toward equality, but even beyond that. And that's the challenge we find today. The Christian church and all of the dialogue that I am hearing and participating in is now called to look at equity. And of course, that's the buzzword we're not supposed to use in 2025 in the United States of America. But I think whatever we call equity, we understand that we have not all started from the same point. But if we believe in equality, we should end up at the same point. So that means some will need more than others. Christianity, as demonstrated in several scriptures, Old Testament and New Testament, embrace both equality and equity. So as the word is used, it is really clear to us that diverse groups have a common goal. Christianity acknowledges that we may get there different ways. We may have a different form of worship and gathering. We may have a different modality in terms of testifying and witnessing. We may have a different outcome in terms of how we weigh and measure, especially around gender issues. There's some Christian faiths that do not acknowledge a woman as a leader in the church. In the end, it is a goal of Christianity to carry out the tenets of Jesus Christ. And as that happens, we still struggle to be true to the mission. In the meantime, we must be together with other faith groups to learn, gather to challenge, gather to be authentic, and gather to take action. Because with all of the wonderful understandings of faith, if we don't take action to make the world a better place, I think we've wasted what God has put on our lives for being here.